Can you just tell us?
I asked you the question.
Are you a Muslim?
Can you just tell us what's happening?
Well, I want to talk to one. I don't want to talk to two.
Talk to me. Okay, so
Let's read what it says.
I'll read the verse. Okay.
Yep. I'm not a
So
scholar. I don't know much about it.
I am making a claim that grooming gangs
Yeah.
are the birth of Islam. Okay. The grooming gangs are born from Islam. That's the claim I'm making. So I'm gonna break it up.
So you're saying grooming gangs exist because of Islam?
Yeah. Yes, and I'm gonna give you my sources, and I'll give you time
From
to
Islam,
respond to
yeah?
that. Okay?
From Islam.
From
So,
Islam.
We're gonna give you the
grooming
sources.
gangs.
yeah, let me.
We're gonna
Yeah.
give you the sources.
What's your name?
Osama.
Osama. My name is Hatun.
That's okay.
So, I don't care about where those people are that from, okay? I don't care, even though I know they called those girls kafir, even I know they called those girls to be converted Islam, even they forced those girls to read the Quran, even they came from Friday prayers on Fridays, and they fasted during the Ramadan. I want to look at the Quran and I want to ask the questions about the Quran. So I look at the Quran and then I see Islam is the source of the groomings. So Surah 33 verse 59. O Prophet, tell your wives and your daughters and the women of the believers to bring down over themselves.
So what? Break down.
Bring down.
Bring down.
Bring down over themselves of their outer garments. That is more suitable, that they will be known and not be abused. Bring down your garment so you don't get abused. Allah and ever is Allah forgiving and merciful. Okay? The people,
Yeah.
the people who have not covered up, okay, they can be object for the abuse. That's my first thing.
Okay, can I answer that? Because that's your first one.
Okay, I was gonna give all my points.
Yeah, we can go one by one.
Just a moment, sir.
Come back to you.
I'll give you all my arguments.
No, one by one, because I forget.
Okay.
One by one.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one was you said it's insinuating that if you're not covered,
She
you're...
didn't say that. She read what it
Yeah,
said.
she said it's insinuating.
I'm talking
That's
to
what
you,
it says.
so look
Yeah,
at
sorry.
me. That's more respectful.
So you said you're insinuating, sorry, the Quran is insinuating that if you're not covered, you're more likely to get raped.
I didn't say that.
Okay, so what's...
I'll say again.
No, but tell me what you
tell me
understand
the
from
whole
it.
word.
So I'll
What do you
say it
understand
again.
from it?
I'll say it.
I can
I'll
read it.
read the verse
No,
again,
wait.
and then Sir, I'm talking to him.
I'm
If you
listening.
wait,
I'm listening.
yeah. So when you listen, you don't speak.
Okay.
So okay. If you want, I love to talk to you as well.
Okay, go ahead.
O Prophet, tell your wives, your daughters, and the women of believers, they are the Muslims, okay?
Yeah.
Tell Muslims to bring down over themselves their covering,
Yeah.
okay? So you cover.
Yeah.
That is more suitable, that they will known and identified as Muslims,
Yeah.
and we do not abuse them, and not to be abused.
Where does
And-
it say? Where does it say? So we know that they're Muslims and we don't abuse them. We have many Muslim women who don't cover.
O Prophet, tell your wives, your daughters, and women of the believers
Yeah.
to bring down over themselves
Yeah.
of their outer garments.
Yes.
That is more suitable, that they will known
and
and
not
not abused.
Yeah.
This woman is not covered, so
Yeah.
you can identify this woman
Yeah.
as not Muslim.
Okay.
So
And you can abuse
if I covered,
Are you saying that's awesome?
Why don't you like that part?
Whoa.
You're
Explain
okay
to
with
me.
everything.
no.
When the abuse
Explain to
part
me.
comes, which is what it says
I got
here.
upset when you said what you said.
Explain it
because
to me.
What you said is that is more suitable that Allah will know and they will not be abused. It doesn't say that abuse them. It's saying they will not be abused to the Muslim women. But it
Muslim
doesn't-
women are not be
it
abused,
doesn't
but
say-
non-covered
it doesn't say-
can be
Uncovered
abused.
women can be abused.
Where does it say that?
My brother, she just read it.
No, she didn't.
What did she read? then?
She's insinuating. She
didn't insinuate anything. She read what the scripture
This was the
says.
first point I said to you. You were saying that the Quran is insinuating to rape or whatever women who aren't covered.
I didn't say rape. I said Quran gives right.
Abuse. Okay.
I'm
so,
gonna come to
so
the
you're
rape
saying
one
that's
next.
what the Quran's insinuating.
I'm gonna come to the. It's
Is
not.
that what you're saying? The Quran's insinuating.
I don't know what is insinuating means.
Is it making?
Implying.
Yeah.
Suggested.
Quran is suggesting
Yeah.
the woman covered. I know she is a Muslim.
Yeah.
Woman is not covered. She's not Muslim. Therefore, you cannot abuse the Muslim woman because you know she's covered. She's Muslim.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do to this non-covered
Leave them.
Muslim?
Leave them.
Doesn't say that.
Well, Quran makes a claim.
Abuse them.
Let me respond.
does.
Let me respond.
No, it doesn't
It
say
says,
abuse.
it says they don't get abused. That's why they should be covered.
It's a fact.
Why would it say, oh, they don't get abused, they should be covered, if there is no implication under there that they will be abused if they're not covered?
I always had the
If
impression.
you understand.
I always had the impression that with the niqab, the Muslim dress, when I look at the woman, I don't see her shape, so I'm not in
As
any way
inclined.
attracted
And
to
if
that.
they, and
What
she's, if
about
she's not,
uncovered women?
she's
I am not
I see her
covered.
curves.
It's
I'll
more-
be honest.
and you will be abused there.
No,
So,
this is what these
guys,
people do.
look at me. I'm not covered. I'm wearing pretty modest. What does Quran say for uncovered women? So what do you? I'm not Muslim.
Here's
My
what I'm saying.
scripture. My
You asked me a
scripture.
question. You asked me a question.
Okay, I'll talk to you.
So
Sorry.
here's what it's saying. It's saying if you're covered, in my opinion anyway, if you're covered, you're less likely to get harassed. And it's true. You walk on the street on a Saturday night, women get wolf whistled, right?
Okay.
A hijabi on a Saturday night doesn't get anything. Do we agree?
Control yourself.
Let me
Yeah,
respond.
yeah,
Let me
yeah,
respond to
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Let
Control yourself.
me respond to that. Let me respond to that. There is a problem. We all know there is a problem with the way our mind thinks. Okay, our brains. Sir, can you allow me? Can you allow me, please?
Let's read the rape part.
So
because this-
let me respond. Let me respond. Let me respond. It is. You look at the woman and then you say, wow, she's very pretty. And then you do that thing behind her.
Yeah.
It is you
Yeah.
who cannot control himself.
I agree.
Why women should cover?
Why would
First of all,
Allah
that's
say
my
this?
problem.
Okay. So are you a Christian and you're asking why women should cover?
That's not the focus.
No, wait, you
asking your religion.
Sir,
She
I
asked a
haven't
question about
finished.
your religion.
Yeah, let me
haven't
answer.
finished.
Let me
I
answer.
haven't
Because
finished.
this is where
You
our
cannot
religions are
answer.
mutual
No.
on this point. We
No,
are mutual on this point.
No.
Mary covered.
Mary never wore
She had a veil.
Mary never wore hijab. Mary
Had a
never
veil.
wore niqab.
Had a veil. Had a
Mary
veil.
never covered.
Had a veil.
Mary never covered so
Had
that
a
she
veil.
won't
Had a
abuse.
veil.
Let
Had
me
a
show.
veil.
Let
Mary
me show
had a
you.
veil. Mary
look,
had a veil.
This is how Mary would be wearing in that
She's wearing
time.
a veil.
So yeah.
Yes, Mary had a veil.
Versus.
Okay.
Versus.
No, wait. This is where.
For the 10th time, watch all the YouTube videos. Same skirt, same boots, same socks.
This is where our religions
here's
agree.
how Muslim woman covers.
Our
Here's
religions agree
how
on this.
Muslim woman covers.
You have to get that
Okay?
out.
Please give me the one of them. Or other option.
This is how they do it.
Other option is like this.
Sunday, last
They
Sunday,
are very
same time.
different. They are very different. My question still stands.
Ask the question.
Surah 33 verse 59.
We moved on from that
Yes.
question.
We didn't move on that.
We moved
If
on from
we
that.
moved on from that question,
Let's read this one.
Maria like hijab.
Sir, wait.
Maria like hijab ya mugamin. Maria like hijab. Maria
Okay, we don't understand.
like hijab.
You say Maria wore hijab.
Maryam
We don't
like
understand.
hijab.
You say Mary wore hijab.
Maryam love hijab.
Okay,
And
if
you
you are-
crazy women.
Lord Jesus Christ,
crazy
we
women.
see once again
Oh, ya mugamin.
Muslims and speakers cannot
Oh, ya
need of
mugamin.
you. Would you please
Oh, ya
bring that
mugamin.
independent faith
La
to
ilaha
you?
illallah.
No. We're trying to
La
talk with the
ilaha
guy. You want to talk?
illallah.
I can't hear you, Wallah.
La ilaha illallah.
I did, Wallah. He's not listening.
Can you say it?
La ilaha illallah.
Hey, he's standing right
La
there.
ilaha illallah.
Have shame on Allah. He cannot even be defendable.
La ilaha
So,
illallah.
thank you.
La
Thank you.
ilaha illallah.
Shame on Allah. So, as we established, Surah 33:59
All right,
gives
Jesus is
right.
Lord.
I can't hear.
Then can you repeat
I
it to
told
me?
him. I told him. Freedom of speech.
La ilaha
He might listen to you in both.
Where is the lollipop? Where is the lollipop? Where is the lollipop?
Wait, don't
I know very good. I know very good.
124.
I know.
Don't lose it.
Give me the lollipop. Give me the lollipop.
وتوهل يا ابو جميل.
Quick it.
He did the whole shahada there.
Sir.
Alright, there we go.
That's it. Leave him. Leave him. Leave
No,
him.
just. Sir.
He's good.
Sir.
He's good.
Sir.
Give him a lolly.
Sir, please.
Yeah, that's what you guys do.
Maybe a 14-year-old.
That's what you guys do, isn't it?
Disgusting Muslims.
Maybe a 14-year-old.
Disgusting Muslim missionaries.
What does that mean? What does that? What does that?
So,
And he hasn't got a father.
since we established Surah 23 verse 59 gives right,
No, we didn't establish this.
Sir,
We didn't establish this.
Doesn't
You-
matter. The
Tell
Quran
me.
said it.
We didn't-
Quran
no,
establishes.
she
Well,
said
then we established it.
She
The
said
Quran
we
said it.
established it. No, it didn't. What did
Okay,
the
but
Quran
the Quran
say?
says
Are you telling me the Quran
Can I
said
speak?
abuse anyone?
Can I speak?
You've been speaking this whole time.
No, sir. Your brother was saying Allah Akbar, Allah is mouse, Allah is
I didn't say that.
pickable,
I didn't
whatever
say
that things are.
I didn't say
So,
that. I didn't say that. And I was talking about Mary, and then we lost track of things.
I'm not
So
talking
let's go
about
back to
Mary.
Mary, because we were talking
No,
about Mary.
no, I'm not talking about Mary because
That's what we're
Mary,
talking about. No,
you brought up Mary.
has
Yeah,
nothing
because
to
there is
do.
no
Muslim.
in
We're
line
talking
with
about
the-
Muslim
I
women.
believe Mary is a Muslim.
Just a moment.
No, she wasn't.
Mary was very bad Muslim. Mary was very bad Muslim. So, as we talked about, sir, can you give me time to speak? Can you give me time to speak? So, dress code makes Muslims to respect non-Muslims. That's a bit disgraceful.
No.
But as we established,
Ask a question.
Quran tells Muslim women to cover so they don't get abused. Therefore, when non-Muslims are not covered,
Yeah.
they can be abused.
Okay, can
so
I answer?
since we
Can I answer?
established
Can I
that,
answer? No,
just
we
a
didn't
moment.
establish this. Can I
Okay,
answer?
no.
Can I answer or not?
Why are you not establishing that? Why
Here's
does the
here's
Quran
look,
say,
Look, first things
let
first.
them cover so they don't get abused?
First thing, look, first thing,
Why does it say that?
first thing,
Because the men will abuse.
Muslims, when we see a woman, what are we commanded to do? Muslims in here, what are we commanded to do? Lower our gaze. So how are we even going to know what they're wearing in the first place? Our gaze is on the floor. We don't know.
Let
Yes,
me
it is.
respond.
Yes, it is. Why cover? Because we don't obviously walk like this. But if you see a woman, you lower your gaze. Even if you see a woman with a hijab, you lower your gaze.
Okay, sir.
Woman wearing hijab law, your
Okay,
gaze.
in all fairness, you don't do that.
Who doesn't?
You.
So
I'm
what I
talking about
do?
you.
If he doesn't,
Do you do
that's
that?
his business.
Do you do
What I
that?
do?
So why are you looking at women here?
It's just like
Are you
in
always
your
like
country,
this?
in the country.
Are you always walking like this?
I see a woman, I lower my gaze. I'm looking at women.
So why cover them? Why does the woman cover?
Because you
Why
still
don't
look
you guys
initially.
speak against
And
that?
because
There's no point of covering them. I'm just lowering your gaze. There's no point of covering.
Okay, because it's
So
not-
what you're saying doesn't make sense.
Listen, there's not only
so
Muslim
that's your
people in the
business,
world.
isn't it? Why
There are
should I
other
spend
people
money on
who are
it?
non-Muslims, who are disbelievers, who will look at women, who will demonize, not demonize, sorry, sexualize women, who will see them as objects. Am I right or am I right? Am I right or am I
Can I
right?
respond?
I'm
Can
right.
I respond?
But that's
Can
not the
I
point.
just-
The point here is, the Quran says, let them cover so they don't get abused.
So, let me
the Quran says.
make a point.
Why does the Quran say that if there is no implication of
When
abuse?
was the last time somebody was abused?
Let me respond to. Let me respond.
Show me one
Guys, can you please let me to speak? Thank you.
Guy
So,
who was trying to rape a 14-year-old girl. Go to YouTube, type
when
in
you
his
look
name,
at
it will come
when you
up.
look
He
at the
looks like
woman,
his cousin, by
when
the
you
way.
see a woman,
Looks just as
if you look
guilty as
down
this guy.
and not
Looks
look at
just
the
as
woman,
clueless as
can
this
you
guy.
please
Looks
explain
just
me?
as desperate
All
for
knowing
follow
Allah,
as this
all
guy.
powerful Allah, why He tells the woman to cover
His name is
so that they don't get abused.
I already
So,
explained that.
Let me
I
finish.
already explained that.
haven't finished.
I already explained
It's
that.
not helpful.
You asked me a question, can I
I
answer?
haven't finished. When I
Okay,
finish,
finish the
I'm
question.
good.
And then
when
you tell
I
me, go.
finish,
Alright,
yes,
okay, you
I
tell me,
will
go.
do that. I will do that.
Answer me. Can you please
It looks
answer
like
me?
all-knowing Allah is disagreeing with your approach. Okay, your approach is when you see the woman, you already look down. There is no point that you don't do like all those sexual desire. You don't look at, you don't abuse that. Yet Allah tells people to cover women, tell women to cover themselves so they don't get abused. So Quran, Allah and Muhammad is disagreeing with your approach.
Okay, so when's the question? Where's the question?
I'm going to give you the question, just wait.
Answer me.
When we go to the Surah 24,
This is preaching.
Surah-
This is not a question.
Oh, no,
you can't do that.
You're trying to debate.
I'm going to Surah 24, verse 33, and then I'm saying it is also the same Allah who tells He will be forgiving the people who goes to the prostitution. How does it make you feel? That's my question. So your turn.
Okay, what was the last bit?
You've been coming
You
here for
didn't
years.
listen. I'll repeat my question. Surah 33:59 gives the permission for the abuse. Surah 24, 33 is talking about the people who put the girls in the prostitution, they will be forgiven. So how can you put those verses together and then
24, 30.
Show me it.
let me finish. How can you would expect Muslims to put those verses together, those two verses together, and not go and do the grooming? Okay? So if you want to read the verse,
Is that the question? Okay, let me do the first one. I'll address the first one, right? So the first one you asked, if we have to lower our gaze, then why do women have to cover? It's because
no, I didn't say that. I said why Allah give you that law?
yeah, exactly. Why Allah say
all knowing Allah.
right? So because not everyone's Muslim, not every Muslim practices Islam properly, not every Muslim is going to lower their gaze. We should lower their gaze, but it's also said, like, it's not just for Muslims, just to practice Muslims. Yeah, I agree with you. And they're bad people.
What's this?
Happened to rape 14-year-old white girl in Leeds.
I know. No, leave it.
Why is there no Gary Glitz on there? Or Paris Ian Huntley?
It's likelier
Yeah.
that they will be recognised. It's likelier that they will be recognised and not molested. Why won't you molest a Muslim woman? Because there'll be a Muslim man somewhere to bust your face. Anywhere in the world.
What I would say is the man needs to control his ego. Whatever woman she does, whatever she does in her wearing, or if she's dressed up explicitly, you control your ego.
It don't condone it though.
So what do you mean you don't condone it?
The white people, the black people, the Arabs, everybody.
It's only Muslims who do it.
Exactly.
It's only
okay.
It's only Muslims. No one else does it. Only Pakistani Muslims. Only Pakistani Muslims are grooming guys. That's it. Only Pakistani Muslims. No Somalians. Just in Pakistan. I don't see a Somalian on the picture. No Somalian. He's from East Africa. So why are they there? Why are they Muslims? Huh? Why are the Somalians there?
What do you mean? We didn't have them here.
Why?
No.
Why?
You don't see online.
The reason one was so white. The reason.
Bro, look.
Question.
They look like
That's not answering the question. You're evading the question again.
Same shit.
Same
Selective, they have propaganda against.
Is that your answer?
Because answer my question.
You know what the profile is? The profile for pedophile is a white middle-aged man.
Sir, I'm not talking about that. I am not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. They're all over the news. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the Sunni, Pakistani, grooming guys. That's what I'm talking about it. Muslim, grooming. No, Islam doesn't say that.
Yes, it does.
What happens to the sex slaves? What happens to the sex
Now
slaves?
you're going to war.
What about your right and possess?
No. We're talking about.
What is
We're
your
talking
right
about
and
society.
possess? What is
Let's read what the Quran
24,
says. Let's read what the Quran says.
Don't touch me.
Sorry,
Don't
you're
touch me.
talking about.
No, wait, I'm in the conversation with the gentleman.
There's most likely a
Sir,
pedophile
just answer my question and then we'll have a proper conversation.
I don't know. You just said there's
Just
East
wait,
African
I'll talk
Somali
to you when I
pedophiles. You're
finish
East
with him.
African, right?
Wait, I'll talk to you when I finish with him.
Yeah, but what's the point? We're reading what the Quran says.
Here's what I'm saying.
And we're showing you what the groomers are
None of them
doing.
have cited
Islamic punishment. Islamic punishment is the death penalty. So why? That's what.
Why none of the mosques, if Islamic punishment for these people is the death penalty, why none of the Muslim leaders?
Because we're in the
No,
UK.
no,
no capital
no,
punishment
you
in
did
the
not
UK.
condemn them. Your response was,
Yes,
no,
yes,
no.
because you haven't
Tell
seen
me a
it.
name.
Wait,
No.
just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean
Your
you condemned it.
response was,
You know that.
they are not
That's a false analogy.
Islamic.
Just because you haven't seen it.
Your
doesn't mean it happened.
response was, they are not Islamic.
I was one of them. I condemned it 3 weeks ago.
I'm talking about Muslim teachers.
Look. I condemn them.
3 weeks ago.
I
Me
condemn
myself.
You condemn the priest.
So you condemn?
No, I don't condemn
You
him.
condemn
You condemn the
Do
priest.
you condemn Muhammad?
No,
Excuse me.
war.
Sir, excuse me. Sir, don't touch. Can you give me space?
I haven't touched
Yeah,
it.
no, too many people have been touching her,
So-
apparently.
Nobody touched
Too many
this.
people touch her. Too many
Nobody
people touch
touches
her.
this.
Too many people touch her.
You're toxic. I will never touch you. Don't worry.
Touch her.
Sir, can you explain me 24:43?
Even Jimmy Savile will have more followers.
Okay?
There you go.
And Muslims
Another
don't
Muslim
touch me.
runs
Don't touch
away.
me.
Who doesn't want? That was Ali
Don't
Dawah
touch me.
first, and then
So-
these Muslims, I don't know their names, they're running away again.
Overall,
Deal with the Quran.
you look at those people, they're Pakistani Sunni Muslims.
Yeah, and I don't see any white men on there, so shame
They
on you.
are
If that is how Jesus
Pakistani,
taught, then you can see why
Sunni
Christianity is
Muslims.
finishing. Are you saying that's how Jesus
And
taught?
when Islam and Muslims do not identify the issue, it's gonna go forever. There are thousands of victims. There are thousands of victims. It is not acceptable for you to heckling is only saying I support that because I do not condemn it. It is Quran. It is the Quran. You can play with my English. You might not like my English, but Quran is disturbing teachings when it comes to the grooming gangs.
IMAY, the grooming gang from Turkey and Iran. Thank you very much.
Once again, we become more convinced that the world is broken.
You still don't find new
Islam
followers.
took very, very big part in this
Jealous that
broken
makes you no
world.
new followers.
As we notice, Muslims are silent. Muslims are silent. We see the knee of Jesus in this world.
Guy, your brother, where is he?
And thanks that Jesus offers you that,
Where
sir.
is he on there? Do you want me to show you a YouTube video?